See, the beginning of something is not as fun as the journey. Because when you begin, it's brand new, you're excited, you know, you wet behind the ears, everything is just great.
Yeah.
But it ain't until somebody pisses you off, or it isn't until somebody discounts your work that you prove yourself by showing them up and showing the world that you stand on what you believe in. What was the victory or the thing that cemented Goodfellas in dealing with the public or with artists?
Well, I know for a fact that I like to call it karma. We had a remember the Haitian party in Elizabeth we promoted for, and the guy tried to snub us for the money.
Yeah.
Remember they tried to snub. So all right, so we also have shout out to Big K. Big K was also part of us, helping us out as far as doing contracts and promotions, and he got a group that was on the up and coming, and they wanted us to promote their party at a club that was in Elizabeth. So by chance, like, we did a real good job of promoting. Like, we really wasn't familiar with it. I mean, we went to all the different areas where, you know, you have the Haitian population to be there, and we promoted it real good. So we drew a real big crowd. So when it came down to paying us, they pretty much tried to snub us. They literally tried to snub us for the money. And we almost had to get real hood about getting our money, and I was mad.
Shout out to hip hop.
Yeah, I was really ready to take it to B.A. Baracus type style, and me and him had a conversation. He was like, you know what, you know, just call it a loss, and you know, we'll be all right. And I'm like, nah, man, I still wanted something. You know what I mean? Like, we worked hard for like almost a month or 2 months on that whole project, promoting them.
I would just say, I mean, shout out to everybody watching right now, Heritage Hip Hop, you know what I mean? Like, in this business, hip hop, urban, whatever, like, it's crazy because if cats can get over on you, they will.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel like just like it teaches you many things, you know what I'm saying? Like, gotta get the money. You can let's say you got a business, right? Anybody, you know, everybody watching right now, whatever business you're in, you can have a product or a service. You can have a price for it. People might want to hire you for it, but getting the money from their pocket to your pocket is pretty much one of the most difficult things in business.
It's deep.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, it was a blessing in disguise, you know what I mean? Because, you know, like, you learn, like, all right, cool. This is what we got to do. This is how we get our money. You know, whether it's we got to take a deposit, you know, whatever field you're in, it's like business is a learning process, and it's the process that makes you actually good. Nobody just wakes up one day and is like, "Yo, I'm here to make money," and then you get money. Like, you know, I don't care if you in the drug game, I don't care if you in the corporate game. Like, it's crazy. You know what I mean? Just to kind of, you know what I mean, like wrap that up. You know what I mean?
I want to finish the story.
Okay.
Yeah. So the reason I'm not gonna say that crazy, but the reason why I brought the story up. So, you know, he called. He said, "Yo, just call it a loss. We did our job. Everybody knows who promoted the party, and they know we got our name out there, which helped us, you know, as far as credibility." When it came to the day of the party, you had like a lot of people ready to come out, but by coincidence, like, it was a random, when I say random, a random blizzard snowstorm that dropped like almost like 2 feet of snow. It was like almost 2 feet.
Yeah.
It was like 2 feet of snow. I'm talking about completely random. It was almost considered like an act of God, because the forecast had it hot, and then all of a sudden, randomly, 2 days prior to the snowstorm, it just got real cold, and then the snowstorm came the day of the party, and guess what? The money that they were supposed to give us, they didn't make none of that money. So it came full circle. So, you know, I listened to him because it would have went different if we'd have went about it differently to get the money. So, you know, that's what I realized. So, you know what?
Was in the corner.
Don't worry, we got a voodoo doll on standby here, Goodfellas TV.
So that's what I realized, you know what I mean?
I can't attest to the Goodfellas stuff, but for me, like I said, because I'm a freelance photographer, so, and because, you know, man, we're boys, you know, I shoot for Goodfellas TV, you know what I mean? And one of the dope moments, I thought, I was like, yo, this could be something bigger, was when we had that photo shoot. Remember the first we talked about?
The first one?
Yeah, the very first photo shoot. So we had talked about doing a photo shoot for the longest time.
Yeah.
And then we were like, yo, but we don't want to do like, you know, buildings and this is not like
we in the hood.
Yeah, like we want to do something different.
Cars.
So we talked about like, yo, like what could we do? And then, yo, like he rented the hotel. He had like, you know, the models in there.
Yeah,
you know, I came in.
Well, really,
like,
just people, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like,
it was just our people.
Like his people. We're just sitting there. You know, we're taking photos, and some of those photos, like that one photo with the girl in the surprise lingerie, which is hilarious because I'm sitting there. I'm sitting there taking pictures. We go do some pictures in the bedroom. Like, all right, cool. So I go in there, and all of a sudden, the girl's walking around. She's like, you know, get my good angles because I'm thinking like, what you talking about? It's like, yeah, you know, I get in his lingerie. I'm looking at him, and he was like,
oh no, that was part of the plan.
That was definitely his idea. I know that. That was his idea.
Man, as I said, because you know, my wife, she always look at my, like, I go over the pictures, she like to look at my pictures too. So I'll be like, yo. So I like sometimes, yeah, I'm going through these pictures and all these lingerie joints. I was like, yo, this dude, yo. Yeah. But nah, it was cool though. But yo, like, the photos were fire. Like, and we had so many good photos. Yeah. And it went under the radar because, like, at the moment, it was like, you know, everybody likes, you know, headshots with photography stuff. Headshots, beauty photos, this. But when you take that and you see, like, something that you create, and you're like, yo, like, I put that up next to someone else's stuff that I like, a photographer I like, and I'm like, like, word. Like, it's there. It's in me to do this. And that's how I'm like, after that, I doubted myself. And part of that went towards, when it came to business, being stiff about what I will and what I won't do. Because like you said, people will try to take advantage of you. Everybody wants to hook up. Everybody, and I say, you know what, and I did that for a while, and after a while you start thinking like, dang, like, why can't I do what, and I said, you know what, first step is realizing what I put a value on my product, period. And I stand by my product. So, like I said, if I put this in my product and I know that, and you know that when you see my product, this is what you're gonna get, then I think you're willing to say, yeah, I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna keep coming back to this person because, you know, I want to be a professional. But it starts from, like you said, getting over that hump where you know for a fact, like, yo, I can really do this. Yeah.
I just want to say, like, to me, like, even besides, I mean, yo, it's just still, like I said, we talked earlier about just being kids, like, with the dream, like, yo, I mean, me personally, you know what I mean? Like, I went from a cat that wasn't allowed to listen to hip hop to being somebody, along with some other individuals, where people go to as like, yo, what do you think I should do? Yo, let me pay you to do this. What's your opinion? Like that's just dope. With people that you grew up with, like, to me, that's the best. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the fact that people actually will, you know, like, integrity. Like, you know what I mean? Like, cats is not talking about my man right here, or me, like, yo, you gotta watch out for them dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like, we do what we love, we're good at it, and then people, like I said, you know, we have an integrity where people are like, yo, you need to mess with those dudes. That's the best film, because the money and all that stuff to come after that, that's like a plus. But like,
that's yo, on advertising.
Yeah, you know, because
that's what I'm saying. Like, don't get lost in the hustle to try to be the next somebody else. And I'm like, and it's funny that it's just you hear every single, like, generation, yo, run your lane, you know, and do what you do, and your audience will find you. Perfect your craft and worry about, you know, creating your own lane. That is the real deal. Like, and you see these people that finally get a chance to do what they do, it's not because they're trying to recreate a format. It's because, like, that's them. Like, they love doing what they do, whether, you know, it's to the betterment of them or to the detriment of them. Like, you know, like I said, like the Juice WRLD kid, like, you know, that kid made good music, but that lifestyle, like that whole, like, mindset, like that, you know, that's a package that comes along that not everybody can get out of that. You know what I mean? But out of that, you know, he created. Now listen, he wasn't my Tupac, because I know somebody.
I don't think he was anybody's Tupac.
No, but I mean, listen, all these young kids, you know, that you know, that die early, they want to try to anoint them to be their versions, Tupac and Biggie, because those names always they have so much weight. Tupac, Biggie, Jay, like
brand value.
Yeah, it's brand value. So it's like, and they're still around now. So I mean, like, when you just know that, listen, this dude, like, I like his style. He gets me, and I can trust him. He say what he gonna do. He does what he does what he says he's gonna do. Money's always right. Product is always right. I'm working with him, and that's why I like working with, like I said, up and coming people, because sometimes you just gotta you gotta find people where they are, because everybody want to work with the top. Everybody want to jump straight to the top, but sometimes nah. Like them people that came up, like all them people that you've never heard of, and now all of a sudden you see them, and like for me, all them Instagram pictures, somebody's taking those. Somebody's getting paid to take those photos. Somebody's getting paid to create that brand. Like somebody's getting paid to maintain that brand. So it's like there's room for a lot of things in this industry, or just in general, where I don't need to be in front of the camera. Like
it's all art. Art comes in many forms. Whether you make songs, whether you take photography, you know what I mean? It's all the same thing. Marketing, interviewing, it's all different art forms. And you know, I just love, like, I think we all in our individual ventures love the art of what we do.
Yeah, absolutely. I would definitely say, especially doing this for so long as we've been doing it as a group and as a team collectively, a good name goes a very long way. Like, I ran into people who mentioned, yo, I seen you in a picture with Tommy, and like don't even really know me. Right. You know what I mean? Like this it's like this is literally like family.
This is family.
This is family.
The business comes afterwards. That's why we're so good at it, because we're not like, you know what I mean? Like a lot of people, like these crews. I don't mean to cut you off, but it's
I
like
don't have to worry about him.
Yeah,
like,
it's not like state property where like this dude's really not cool with being Siegel, but they just threw them together. You know what I mean?
That's why I said we're like the A-team, like, because you remember the show. For people who don't remember the show or even know the movie, you know, those guys stuck together regardless, through and through. Like they went through things individually and they went through things collectively as a group, and they stuck together regardless of how it went down. They still stuck together, and they made sure that they stayed together no matter what happened in the adversities. And like I was saying, like they mentioned this guy, and you know, having a good name, you know what I mean, they respect the same way.